Raise your hands! What is going on? Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer Glatzhofer, but you can call me Jen. I am a musical theatre performer and a voice teacher. And today, I am finally... a lot of you obviously, and you asked me to react to your favourite groups, your favourite artists. And there are a lot. So I'm making my way through them. I have had this group been recommended to me multiple times. This is Lovebites. We're starting with Holy War, and this is a live at Zepp DiverCity Tokyo 2020. So that's the title. I'm very excited. It is a new group. I have not heard anything from this group, so I don't even know what genre this is going to be, what kind of vocal qualities I'm going to get. But yes, you have clicked on a reaction and analysis video, so I will be stopping and talking about the vocals, breaking things down, just things that excite me. And you have stepped into my world and my brain, so I welcome you with open arms and kindness. If it just get a little bit too much for you, all the pausing though, you can just go somewhere else. I have, as always, left the link to the original video in the description below, so do go over and check that out. Watch that before, watch that after to kind of immerse yourself with Lovebites. But I'm super excited. Please do go hit that subscribe button and the bell button before we do go over and start watching Holy War, Lovebites. And also for those of you that don't know, yesterday we released our acoustic album over on all major streaming platforms. So do go over and download, listen, spread the love. There's lots of fun things there. A lot of the things that you have seen over my channel and a lot of things that you may not have. Anyway, let's get to Lovebites. I'm trying to get kind of the non-Christmassy ones done. So then Christmas, December, we could be on the Christmas ones. Nah, did she just like shout and then also add some vibrato in that? I'm here for this. Raise your hands! 1 second. Everybody raise your hands! Oh, lunge it. Okay, before we get into the vocals, I'm getting some Western vibes as well. I don't know what I was expecting. Let's go. What is going on? Oh my goodness. I need to focus. Okay, right. Well, a lovely, clear voice. So I'm a fan. Not saying that if you were not to have a clear voice, I would not be a fan, but I'm instantly kind of like, oh, home. And I love how, this isn't anything musical, but the outfits are very like kind of classical dresses. And then they're like literally rocking it out. Yes, to all the empowerment that's going on. I'm here for this. But wonderful, clear, connected voice. Really lovely clarity. We're getting lovely vocal fold closure to get that clear sound. So really kind of resisting those vocal folds so we can get that. We're already like just over a minute in and we're already getting these lovely belts up at the top, E up here. Let's see what vowels they're on so we can kind of discuss that. This little section around D, E, this is beyond the first passage of a higher set female voice, right? So we have gone through the first passage, which tends to happen around A, B flat, where things start to kind of, we might experience a flip or a crack, that kind of little area, which is a beautiful sound. But as we get up here, our vocal folds are thinning out. We're about to kind of get into our second passage soon. So if we want to still have a full voicing sound that we're still kind of belting and getting that chest dominant sound up there, we need to be blending and mixing. And listen to how smooth and seamless the voice is, that it seems like it's all in the same place, like same placement, but it's not. She's going from a full chest voice to a mix up here, then coming back down. So she is changing registers beautifully. Let's just, what's going on? I love this grab up there as well. Oh, that's that E already. E5. It's on that vowel. Let's have a look. Okay, so that little covered in mud in is up here on the E5. In. And there's so much whine in there, so to make sure that we're resisting the vocal folds, I'm not going covered in, and we get really breathy, because that might be an option, or we're going in and reaching up with our thick folds. They are not. It's wonderful. In. It's on this ear vowel as well. She's kind of using the to kind of get up there as well. Lovely anchor point. This is a fast song, and there's the music. Oh, just so great. That part is glorious. Like, not only does she just hit it like last time, then come down, now we're up there fighting the darkness for sisters. Oh, that's tricky. Fight the sisters. So she's up on an F5, you guys, on a ear vowel. Ear can get quite pinched, right? Sis. What is she doing? Let's see. What has she done? She's kind of keeping it quite true to the vowel, and you can kind of, it seems like it's, the larynx maybe wants to get up there as well, because it seems quite bright. So maybe if we were to just drop that jaw ever so slightly, you could get a little bit more of that depth in there, but it seems so comfortable still. And let's just one more time. I know we're breaking this down a lot. Welcome to my style. I love this arm. I just paused for no reason. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's just lovely. Like, notice how it's the arms this, but everything here, she's kind of staying forward, and there's so much whine in there. So this is when I get, if you're one of my students, and I go cry, like you can hear so much in there, right? That's that connection. If we weren't to have that, it would probably feel really unstable, and like I said before, it'd either get a bit breathy or feel like we're shouting up there, because it's hovering around the beginning, about, you know, the second passage, or just, yeah, and she is smashing this balanced mixed sound. It's beautiful. On a blah vowel, ah vowel there. It's so fast. She kind of goes onto that vibrato really quite suddenly, which, like I said at the beginning, it's kind of contrasting from the music that we're hearing. It's very theatrical. The clarity of her voice is very similar to one of musical theatre. And it's just, yeah, a lot is kind of sounding like that. And then musically, we get in this kind of rock, really fast, heightened feel, but then they just go. And I think it also, like with the outfits, like I mentioned before, it's like things that kind of they work. I love all these arm movements. It's so important, especially when we're singing higher than where one would normally talk. Using our body is not a bad thing. Like, you know, they were lunging earlier when they were playing. It's essentially the same thing. You are lunging or using your arms when you are singing because you want that support and, like anchoring point. So nice down here as well. Sorry, I'm stopping at the same point, but she went, forevermore, sticking on this R vowel rather than more, and closing off, more. We're staying on that open vowel because she wants that open sound, that kind of a bit more of a chest connection, and that R vowel will allow that to kind of come in there a little bit more. I wish we saw what, because she's gone on an oo vowel up there now. On that E, and oo's favour up. It sounds like she is dropping it a bit. I know we can't see her, but you know, there's no because we might want to swap into our head voice. Gosh, she is maintaining such a great chest connection. I know I'm repeating myself there because it's just so wonderful. And listen to the amount of time she's getting up there. If we were just not mixing and kind of going up there with a thicker fold, one, we wouldn't want to anyway, but if one would try, we wouldn't be able to repeat because we'd hurt ourselves. But the fact, you know, you can tell that she's placed this in a really balanced, non-strained place for her because she's repeating this motion. And it looks great. And she's so still, like, I think she had a leg up on one of the monitors maybe. There's hardly any, like, I remember one of my teachers back when I was training, you know, when we've got this big note or like not even like a challenging play, but like the climactic part of the song. I know this isn't this part, but so there are many different types of singers, but a singer could either choose to portray that challenging note and like act it out and be like, you know, with lots of pain in their face, like, yeah, like show that it's quite like a vocally demanding note, or you could just whip it out and people will still be like, well, it looks like it's mega easy. That's what we're kind of getting from this singer over here. It's like it's just all their inner voice and all she has to do is kind of like point and then out it comes. There's a lot of training, a lot of things happening, but it's just so like effortless. God, it's just, like I said, I'm stopping because of copyright, but it's just so repeated and we need to make sure that it feels comfortable. That's why as well, when we're going through exercise and all these like exercises and sounds to get used to our voice up there, get used to the feeling of it rather than the sound, because it's going to sound really like weird, right? And you might feel like it sounds nasally. Doesn't have to be nasally. You might feel it like here, but think of it more like chest and head voice connection. It's the mix, it's the mid, right? It's not that it doesn't have to be all like nasally. And like that's not what's happening here. You can feel that open space at the back, that brightness there. And that's that twang as well. It's wonderful. Look at those calls of it. sorry, I can't go over this. She says heading, this is like up there, up there, up there. Using the arms. And like a lot of people, you know, quickly come and say, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that. Again, I'm going to just mention what I just said before. Get used to what it feels like. Make weird sounds. Wah! Wah! That's a weird sound. We can all admit that was really weird, wasn't it? I would never sound like that. I would never want to sound like that when I'm actually singing live, like, wah! Like crying. But notice how much of that there is in this voice. But she doesn't actually sound like that. But like, also like when, you know, wah! Goal! There is so much of that anyway. So cool, like. Oh, I like that echo. That was cool. That was a long note. E5 again. But what did she do on this long note, which was great? She was leaning back, not just, because what happens there is that we start squishing. I haven't said that word in a long time. Squishing. If we do this, then everything here is going to start feeling tight and like collapse, and it can't do what it wants to do. Not that the larynx wants to rise, but now it can't stretch because it's just squashed. I think that's the word I was looking for, actually, not squishing. So in order to still like move and look up, move our back as well. Because when we do that, our core gets involved. Our core gets engaged. So we've got that support, got that breath control. This is a long note. We need to feel supported. And up there especially. Oh, I love audience participation. Oh. Okay, hon. Right, I'm sorry, because that probably was like, what? You're going to block me now, copyright? This is so amazing. The choice of notes that... Oh. I'm so happy we're finally here, guys. We've arrived to Lovebites. Just hold on, there's a lovely shot. No, see, like even like just that little moment. She's not going. Can you see that? And he wants to reach up. Can you see that? I'm trying to, I'm not in slow motion. She's not lifting up with her larynx to get that da, which is that F5. Da, 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 da. She's maintaining it down. So that way she has that depth and that kind of, it just feels a lot more natural rather than squeezing it up because it's where our larynx wants to naturally lie. I love that. this in stiletto heels. My goodness me. I can't even, like, I'm looking at these outfits and I don't... I'm like, surely this shouldn't work with, like, the rockness that they're singing with, but it does. Okay, I'm going to wear a ball gown next time I perform. I love this art. Back again when nice. Woo. That was wow. Okay, was fully here for this and I fully appreciated it. I loved it. Yeah, so more. I'm just so amazed by the clarity. Not amazed by the clarity of the voice, but just like, it just seemed so easy. And I love that because then, you know, you're not watching going, because it's such tricky stuff where she's placing her voice. It's incredible. And she's just constantly up there repeating these notes, and the band behind her as well, like the whole of Lovebites. Just give me more. Thank you very much for watching this reaction and analysis video. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and click that subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button. Do go over and check me out on Patreon as well, and do go over and listen to the album. I will see you very soon for another reaction and analysis video. Bye!